Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome to another stale movie review. Today, we're going to be talking about The Scarehouse, which is a film I got in a horror pack some time ago. It was one of the Blu-ray packs, and it was an exclusive. It was also signed. Yeah, I remember because it was both. Yeah, it was an exclusive horror pack release, and it was signed, which is really awesome. So The Scarehouse is directed by Gavin Michael Booth, and it's about these two girls that have put on this scare house and are opening it to the public on Halloween, obviously. But they also invite 6 girls to a party within the scare house, and these 6 girls find out that their 2 hosts have something else in store for them. I don't know if that was a great summary or not. So basically we have these 2 girls, Corey and Elena, who, as we find out as the movie unfolds, were victims of a sort of hazing ritual from their sorority sisters, which end up being the 6 victims we see in flashbacks. The flashbacks are from like a handheld camera from the night that this tragedy happened. Which, even though I'm usually a little more free with the spoilers on stale movie reviews, I won't reveal the big ending or anything like that. So you kind of see the night unfold 2 years ago through like the handheld camera, and then it cuts back and forth to present day when Elena and Corey are getting their revenge on their former sorority sisters. So there's a lot of like slasher elements in this movie, which is really cool, as the 6 girls kind of get picked off one by one, which is really interesting. And it reminded me of Saw in a lot of ways too. Like there's like the scare house that like the public is going through, and then there's like a separate scare house like within that is just for the girls to terrify them, and then there's like trapdoors and secret rooms and things like that that these girls have set up to torture their victims, which is really cool. And it has an interesting story. It remains pretty simple through the majority of the movie. Like, it's just, you know, and a lot of times simple is better. Just keep it simple. Just simply laid out. These girls are out for revenge, and they are mad as hell and fucking brutal to these girls. That's probably my favorite part of this movie. The violence was surprising, and it's not, I don't want to say it's not super violent or it's not like a gore fest the whole time. It's not really scary at all, but the gore and like the level of violence when you sit back and think about what they're doing to their victims is pretty intense, and I was really surprised by it, and like pleasantly surprised by it. I found it, you know, really fun to watch. The only thing I really didn't like about The Scarehouse was that the plot got a little more convoluted by the time we got to the end, and we kind of have like a big kind of like twist or reveal at the end. And I think the only reason why I thought this didn't work was because you know nothing about the sorority sisters, like what they've been going through for the past 2 years, like between the tragic event of the past and between, you know, what's happening to them now. Because obviously they did something to piss off these 2 girls, and you find out what that was, but you don't really know anything about the 6 girls, and you don't know kind of what they've been up to or how they reacted to what happened over the past 2 years. And I feel like it would have been kind of easy to quickly go over that, and I think it would have added a little bit more once you got to the end. Because the first couple of girls get picked off so fast, like I was like, well, I guess, you know, really it's not gonna matter who the rest of the girls are as long as we learn about Corey and Elena. But the convoluted ending, I think, could have been supported a little more by some background on the girls, or at least the remaining girls that we're left with. Hopefully that's making sense. There's a nice little twist right at the end, which was, it was okay. I would have been fine where it ended before the like twist at the end. I think I would have been more okay with that one. The twist at the end is a little bit like, been there, done that. Not that shocking. So why should you watch it? I think it's a really refreshing movie. It's not something you would have seen before completely. It's original enough to give it a watch for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this 4 poison pillows out of 5. And if that interests you at all, definitely watch this movie to know what I'm talking about. On IMDb right now, it has a 4.6 out of 10, which as horror movies go, is not that bad. Rotten Tomatoes doesn't have any critic scores, but has a 33% audience score. Again, I just put in these ratings to give some perspective, although I feel like a lot of times the reviews or the ratings are flawed on some of these sites. Right, so if you've seen the Scarehouse, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. As always, feel free to leave suggestions for future stale movie reviews in the comment section down below. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe and become a Creepy Beep today, because I post videos now 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, stay strong.